Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We're entering the Spanish Grand Prix, the 4th Grand Prix of the season. Yeah, we've had a struggle last time out in Portimao. Not the greatest of finishes, but we still got a podium, so that is good to keep our lead in the constructors and drivers standings. But let's hope that Pierre Gasly does well today to help us out today. If you guys haven't caught up with the series yet, make sure to check out the link in the description. There is a link to a playlist of all the F1 2021 My Team videos we've made so far, so please do catch up. If you guys are caught up, welcome to the next episode, and let's move on with the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona. Before we continue, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that red button down below is pressed. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode goes live. I'm gonna post this on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on the next episode. We're also trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year, so please do help me out on reaching that goal. You guys have been very helpful so far, but let's keep pushing until we hit that milestone. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for stopping by. Let's move on with the Barcelona Spanish Grand Prix. Race weekend is upon us. Let's take a quick look at the R&D progress because teams are making slight moves here and there. McLaren and Red Bull are on level terms, and Mercedes are pretty much maxed out. I think they are just below us, just like in the previous season, because that was the case for most of last season. So they have made up ground, almost on level terms with us again, and other teams seem to be quite static. McLaren and Red Bull is going to be quite a battle to watch, as well as the Mercedes and us. So we'll see how this progresses over the race weekend. Let's see what happens as we enter the Spanish Grand Prix. Welcome to qualifying at the Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. There we go, I nearly messed that up. But this track has been historically very difficult for Elite Racing. We usually struggle a lot with the tight corners, the high speed corners as well. So yeah, it's here and there. Need to find the right balance. A little poor showing during free practice, I would say. Very poor showing, actually. Was in the bottom half of the table. Not only that, I was like P20 in FP1, just ahead of the two Haas cars, and then I was P19 in FP3 when I continued to make some runs on the softs. So I'm 1.8 seconds approximately off the pace of Pierre Gasly, who was first in FP3. So we should see if we can find those extra seconds during the lap in qualifying. Hopefully we can continue our streak in having Q3 appearances. So far so good in that regard, but we'll see if we can keep that streak going, because it does not look likely with the FP1 and 3 results. FP2 again was a quick practice session, just getting all the development boosts and the objectives done. To be honest, can't be bothered, and we don't really need it, but I just feel it feels nice having everything on 5 out of 5. Anyway, we're going straight into qualifying. We will see how good we are. We'll see what time people said. 1:13.1 by Pierre Gasly. So that is the time to beat right now. Did have a bit of a collision here and there with the other cars, so hopefully we don't have that during this session. Definitely don't want to get into traffic, so let's go early. Alright, not the sharpest of laps, but we should have a good banker. P13, it's a decent banker. I'm gonna cool down the tires because cooling them down is very important. I realized from the practice session, you gain a couple tenths when you cool down the tires and then go for another push lap. So that is a bit realistic with the real F1 calendar or the real F1 races. So yeah, we'll do a cool down lap and let's see what our next lap gives us. Here we go. We should be better on this one. P2. Look at that. That's what the power of a cool down lap does. Nice. We are just gonna go into the garage, see out the rest of Q1. We should be through to Q2. Indeed. Front row lockout in Q1 with Pierre Gasly at the top, with me just about 1/10 behind him. Let's see who got knocked out. Mazepin, Aitken, Eilert, Latifi, Lundgaard, and Schwartzman, the usual suspects. Let's move on to Q2. Solid lap, I think. Let's see. P4. Do you think that's enough to see us through? I'm gonna take a look at the race director. Let's see what other times people have set here. Oh, we can't see. Hold on. Yeah, we can't see the times yet. Oh well. What's the wear? 2% wear? Okay, we gotta bring these back then. Whew, our gamble paid off. I thought I was gonna get knocked out, but no, P7 it is for us. That was a good enough lap. We just chucked our car back into the garage after our one lap. Saved the tires for the start of the Grand Prix. Lance Stroll, Raikkonen, Schumacher, Hamilton, Tsunoda, and Joe gets knocked out. Let's see what happens in the shootout in Q3. Here we go, first lap of Q3. Let's see how high up. P2. Ooh. Okay, we don't have enough fuel, so I'm gonna keep going.
Seconds left in the session.
Slight improvement, not much, but that should perhaps edge us over the other cars that are going to cross the line soon. Let's see if we make it in the front row. Once again, we are in the front row of the Spanish Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly in P1, myself in P2. Hopefully Pierre Gasly does not take grid penalties. Hopefully he has a good enough engine to start P1. But this is good news. Starting on the softs, let's see if we can pull off a good race strategy to win us the race and hopefully get a double podium by the end of today.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Pierre Gasly lines up on pole position, and the Golden Boy completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Norris, Perez, Sainz, Russell, and Esteban Ocon, Joe, Tsunoda, Lewis Hamilton, and Mick Schumacher, Raikkonen, Stroll, Robert Schwartzman, and Christian Lundgaard, Latifi, Eilert, Aitken, and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Good to see both Su Elite racing cars in the front row. Let's take a look at our strategy here. The recommendation is to go on the hards. Doesn't seem like... Could we move on to the mediums? Perhaps. Oh well. We will drop our fuel load only a tad bit because I think I use a lot of fuel around here. Oosh, I'm gonna think about it. So soft to hards is the strategy. Let's start the race. Starting from P2. 5 red lights and away we go in Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix. Max Verstappen with a splendid getaway. Couldn't block him off. We're getting crowded. Everyone else did get a decent run out, I guess. Come on, Pierre. Go, Pierre, go. Fight Verstappen so that I can get close. It's a decent start for Su Elite Racing. 1-3. Oh my god. Need to concentrate here. Oh, it's the section that I lose a bit of aerodynamic on. It's a slippery part of the circuit. Giovinazzi, no you don't. Push him on the outside. Squeeze him in. He hit me. Bro, I gave you space. I think. Vehicle condition.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
Building a gap to Giovinazzi, which is good. I think he may have damage. Not quite sure. Or we're getting the slipstream effect off of Max Verstappen. Please tell me Gasly's gonna be okay. He does not deserve another DNF. Or a poor Grand Prix. Like last time out, I think he had some collisions with some cars behind because he was starting P10, P11. So he did have some misfortunes, but today he's out in front. Oh, Verstappen nearly lost his back end there. Oh my god, what's going on? Why can't I turn there? Are my tires overheating? It's kind of, but not too badly. Shouldn't warrant understeer. Yet. Ah, I see. It's the dirty air. Keep forgetting about dirty air. Let's go Verstappen.
DRS will be enabled this lap.
1:16.4 is the time to beat.
And in the DRS zone.
So we should have DRS this lap. Oh, overheating, overheating, overheating. This is bad. Front left is overheating. I'm driving these tires a little too hard. Come here, Verstappen. I need to stay within DRS of you. Outside of DRS for Giovinazzi. Exceeding track limits. First of 3. Good. DRS. DRS again. Pierre Gasly is pushing ahead. My front left is overheating, that is why. Need to figure something out for my front left. Oh, we did get the fastest lap there. Okay, interesting. I did do well. Okay, Gasly and Verstappen are fighting. This is good. Inviting me into the fray. Gasly, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Push him wide. Oh, Verstappen did well. Ah, I was peeking there. I was peeking. Oh no, this is bringing Giovinazzi into the battle as well. Okay. Still battling with Gasly and Verstappen. Taking a slipstream, getting closer to him. Ah, the dirty air is real bad around here. It's making life miserable. Oh, touch of oversteer there. Oh, both pitting. Alright. Ooh, everyone around me are in the pits. Okay. Interesting. What is my pit window? Lap 9. teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 20.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 8th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.3.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. Strategy adjustment. A little strategy adjustment right now. Let's see if I can do what I have in mind. We'll see. I'm gonna use my teammate as a benchmark. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Okay, we're boxing. Okay, we're setting on mediums. We're gonna go for the rest of the Grand Prix on the mediums. 20 laps, I think I can pull it off. We are just ahead of Verstappen, I believe, or we're gonna fall in or right behind Verstappen, so we should be competitive with the race leader, who I think is Max Verstappen. 2.0. Okay, good.
Okay, stay clear of the white line.
Oh, I missed it.
You'll receive a penalty
I
for
missed the
dangerous
line.
driving if you
That's
cross
fine.
over into the track.
We can catch Verstappen, surely. Pit strategies completed. Didn't lose out too much. We're 4th, so we're very much in the lead. But the person we do have to watch is Max Verstappen, so... Driver in front.
Verstappen is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 16.1.
So he's committed to a 2-stop. Well, we'll see what we can do. Alright, we've got Verstappen alone ahead. 3 seconds now. He is pulling away ever so slightly. Gasly right behind me. Spain is a high degradation circuit, I believe. So we've already got 4% wear and it's been, what, 2 laps since I put these on? We'll see if we can pull off one stop. Or we might pull a Hamilton, get the undercut. Okay, Max Verstappen in the pits. I just realized we set the fastest lap again. What the heck is going on? 1:15.7 is the fastest. Everyone's in the pits for their second time. We just have to make sure these tires last until the end of the Grand Prix. We're doing well so far, I think. Considering the wear we're getting right now, we should be able to see out the rest of the Grand Prix on these. Zhou and Hamilton on hards, they should be going until the end of the Grand Prix on those. Let's see if Gasly can overtake all of them and get on the podium. Verstappen is 16 behind me on fresher mediums. Oh, there's a retirement. There's a Ferrari retirement in Sector 2. Is that going to trigger something? Highly doubt it since we're so far into the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen with the fastest lap. Carlos Sainz out. Nothing much doing.
Second a lap to the car behind, 1 second.
I seriously need Pierre Gasly to start pushing. Why isn't he getting past Hamilton and Zhou? They're both on hards. He is really letting the team down here, man. You have a speedy car, you're on mediums, a softer tire than the hards, and you still can't get past Hamilton and Zhou. That's a bit of a shame, mate. Maybe I gotta bring Nico Rosberg back.
Okay, clear.
I'm literally carrying the team.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Alright, Schwartzman gets out of the way. Gasly's still stuck behind Hamilton. That's the only thing I'm concentrating on right now. The battle between Hamilton and Gasly, Zhou as well. He's literally third in that pile that's going through the third sector right now. Lando Norris with the fastest lap. Okay. Come on, Gasly, get past him. You have DRS here, man. Come on, start pushing.
This is your final lap.
Oh, final lap of the Grand Prix. Okay. That snuck up on me. Come on now, Gasly. Let's get past Hamilton. Don't make me become Karen Horner soon. I need you to get past Hamilton and Zhou. Come on now. The win's in the bag. I highly doubt Verstappen can catch 9 seconds unless I have a massive spin all out or a crash. Get out of my way. Thank you. Come on, Gasly, you're right there. Get past Hamilton, man. Oh, my tires are gone, guys. Tires are completely shot. But yes, another P1 finish. Podiums all around. Had a struggle in practice, but managed to pull off a worldy of a finish.
Somebody want to tell me I'll stop this thing?
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Another Spanish Grand Prix is over, and what a special race it was. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
We'll have to see where Pierre Gasly ended up, but that is a shame he's not on the podium with us. P1 for us, top step of the podium once more after a short hiatus into P3 in the previous episode. But yes, we're back at the top. Hopefully we can defend our title, but hopefully this is enough to see us still in the lead of the constructors. We'll see. So, top step of the podium once more. Our picture next to winner right there. Verstappen and Zhou on the podium. Well done to Guan Yu Zhou, who's a rookie in this season for Alpine. Has similar vibes to Fernando Alonso getting third in the Alpine. Very interesting. Hamilton, Pierre Gasly, Russell, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Schumacher, and Stroll round out the points finishers today. Gasly getting P5, staying behind Hamilton and Zhou, which is a shame. Leclerc, Ocon, Perez, Tsunoda, Lundgaard, Eilert, Aiken, Schwartzman, Latifi, Norris, and Mazepin finished the race, with Sainz not finishing the race earlier, as we saw. We extend our lead at the top, 31-point gap to Giovinazzi in P2 with 60 points. We are on 91. Guan Yu Zhou makes way up, 33 points for him, overtaking Ocon and Tsunoda, I believe. But yeah, good race for him. Pierre Gasly making his way slowly up the table on level terms with Hamilton and Schumacher. Constructor standings wise, we still have a 31-point gap with Mercedes, so we're still in the lead, which is good to see. McLaren overtakes Williams with only 5 points to their name. Quite interesting how McLaren have fallen off from the top. Haas still on 0, so we'll see how this progresses as we enter the Monaco Grand Prix next time out, I believe. Another brilliant Grand Prix in the bag. I was worried that we couldn't get the result today, but yes, we did get the result that we wanted. P2 starting position did well to manage our tires as well as extend our soft compound tire stint to move on to the mediums. I think that strategy adjustment really helped us out here. It was a splendid run out of this softs to the mediums as we really pushed with Verstappen ahead, and then his second pit stop wasn't enough to give him fresh rubber to overtake us. So we did well to protect that lead. Pierre Gasly, what is he doing? I don't know. He is quite slow in that car, despite the car being very fast. I am showing how fast the car is and how capable it is of winning races, but Pierre Gasly just doesn't seem to know how to win a podium position in that car. Hopefully he can find his grip in the next coming Grand Prix, or we'll have to look elsewhere for the second half of the season to really push in the constructors. Nico Rosberg, of course, ready as a reserve driver for Sue Elite Racing, to be honest. He has been the best driver we've had so far as our second driver, so maybe it is time to call him back. We'll see. Sounding very much like Christian Horner right now, trying to switch second drivers. You know, when Max Verstappen performs and the second doesn't, your time in that second seat is very limited. But anyway, here we are, P1, back on the top step of the podium after P3 finished last time out. I believe it's the Monaco Grand Prix next time out, so it's going to be a tasty one. So please be sure to stick around for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, use the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode of F1 2021 My Team goes live. This series is going up regularly, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos. As well as we're trying to hit 200 subscribers on the channel, so please do help us out on achieving that goal. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video of mine.
Yeah, I can even focus on sleeping. You're so pretty every day I'm thinking. Baby, could you help me, cause I'm freezing. If it wants to see me, it's cause you mean